times ahead. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Om. Greetings to you. One who serves here, Shoshana here, and we are ready to continue on with this show. And what a show it is, people. You can't imagine. We in our areas, as we watch this, it is quite a show. And we tell you that it is a show for you as well. And you need to look at it in that respect more and more. For it is the illusion. It is the illusion, they being the forces of darkness that are continuing to try to hold here, to continue that illusion going. But it is falling apart everywhere that you look now. And many of you are seeing that in your current administration here in this country and in various other places of the world. It is a show. Yes, it is difficult to watch this show at times, and you think as you watch this, why are they lying? Why are they not telling the truth? Why are they deceiving us? Enough is enough. All of these things you are saying, and that is all wonderful because you must say these things. Because if you do not say these things, then you capitulate. You go along with the system and you become a part of the system. And all of you, we know, do not want to be a part of this system, not the old system. You want to create your own new system, your own new reality. And that is what this is all about, this coming together each and every Sunday as we work with you in these respects, continuing to help you to raise your vibration. You seemingly lose your vibration during the week in various ways. Many of you, not all of you at all the time, but some of you lose your vibration. It drops back down. And these Sundays are to rejuvenate that vibration again, to raise it back up. And that is what we are attempting to do, as well as giving you various experiences and exercises and so many things that are coming in your next advance. We cannot tell you too much about that yet because it has not been formulated and we have not given it to the James yet. Little smittens here and there, but much more is to come, and we intend to very much so raise your vibration during that advance, so that it will be very difficult, at least for some time to come after that, to have your vibration lowered again. That is all we can say on that. Just what you call a teaser here. Okay, we are ready for your questions if you have them. You can unmute your phones if you have not already. We always need to give that last little thing in here just to make sure here. Yes, is there questions?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Here.
Yes.
I've been reading that this money system is going to fall, and not out of fear, I asked the question, should we be concerned about any investments we have?
What we can tell you is the system as you know it will not be around very much longer. We cannot tell you how or when or anything of this nature, but just know that the system, the illusion that that system is within is part of a great part of the problem here, your money system. Now your money is, if you look at it as simply energy, then that is what it is, and then there's nothing wrong with that. But if you look at money as a control issue, which is what it has been in this system, then that is a very difficult problem to overcome if you stay within it. So we would say for you to prepare for the future here, prepare for the changes that are coming, in whatever way that might be. Know that your various investments, as you are saying, many of them are in the stock market, are they not? And if they are in the stock market, well, get ready to say bye-bye to some of that, because that cannot sustain itself as it is now. Now, there is a new system that is in place and ready to be rolled out. But in order for this new system, what you know as the quantum financial system, in order for that to be rolled out, the old system must fall away. So, with that, we would suggest that you have what you call cash on hand and all of your supplies as food and water and all of these things, just in case. We're not saying it is going to be necessary, but it very much could be. That has not yet been, in a sense, predicted here yet, because it is all based on probability and possibility here. We are not in the prediction stage, or not in the prediction way of doing things, but it is about probability and possibility. And probability here is looking like you need to get ready here. That is what we will just say here. You need to get ready. Shoshana, you have something you add?
We can share. If you wish our perspective, dear sister, do you wish for this?
Yes.
Dear sister, we will ask a question here of you. What is your concern?
But should we be doing something other than the normal food, water, and have cash on hand, that sort of thing?
And what is it that you think you can do?
I don't know.
There is nothing to do.
Okay.
What is occurring here is beyond our control here on the planet. It is a great divide, a great awakening, a great purging of evil, a great purging of a system that no longer can support humanity, you see. So the part that those that call investments, that part too will fall. It is a part of the system that no longer supports the consciousness that needs to rise for the planet to survive, you see. But we will say that you must not be concerned about this, as all will work itself out. This thing that you count on will transform itself, and that which it is transformed into will once again be reliable to your source of survival, if this can make sense to you, dear sister. So you must not be concerned about it, just as one who serves has given many times. Just watch the show, as it is an illusion anyway. Does this help, dear sister?
Yes.
Namaste.
Very good. Are there other questions here?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm going to chime in here. I've been hearing intermittently for a while about ancestral healing, and that it seems to be something that needs to be done. But, you know, how do we do that? That's my question every time I think about ancestral healing. So how do we do that? Thank you.
We wish to share.
Yes, please do.
We wish to share first.
Yes.
Okay.
Dear sister, may we share our perspective on this?
Yes, please.
Dear sister, it is a difficult idea to understand that there is truly no time. There is not a time that one generation existed before another. This is a very difficult concept for those in the third dimensional construct to understand. What you call ancestors are present in this day. They are here, as you are here. What we must explain here is that any healing that takes place And it is mostly on the mental plane and the emotional plane that this healing takes place, because the physical simply manifests the mental and emotional states of being for each human. The healing that takes place is as if it were a butterfly effect, you see. So that which you heal heals all. That perspective that you have that heals you, heals all, you see. It introduces into the quantum field a source of healing for all to participate in if they choose to. We hope that this makes sense to you, dear sister. There is not truly ancestral healing. There is just healing. Namaste.
Very good.
Thank you.
Would there be other questions here?
So I have a question.
Yes?
I heard from a source that has seen, I feel, reliable, Blossom Goodchild, channeled that there would be one more global lockdown before everything really kind of comes to light, before the big reveal and so on. But there would be a global lockdown. Is that how you see it?
What we can tell you is that there are various sources that are bringing this information now forward, these various truths, or what they believe are truths that are coming forward. And we cannot say one way or another at this point, but know that there is a great deal of truth to what you are saying here. But we cannot give specifics about this at this time. Perhaps Shoshana can give a little bit.
We will share on this. May we share, dear sister?
Yes, please.
Dear sister, what concerns you about this?
Oh, I guess how it's going to go down for individuals, whether people will get hassled more, like I have been able to escape so far, being hassled. So I'm just sort of wondering how far, how heavy it's going to be, I suppose. That's the concern.
We cannot give a future picture, as the future is like a wave. It is like an ocean wave. It is here one minute and gone the next, you see. So the future is not truly manifested until the moment arrives. And then the moment is gone, you see. So it is difficult to say. However, what we will tell you is that as the consciousness of man rises and becomes stronger, more virulent, lighter, more understanding, more compassion, that changes everything, you see. So you must understand the reason that you have escaped, as you call it, the lifestyle that so many are capitulating to, is because you have risen above it, you see. So those that rise above what you call a lockdown, those that do not capitulate, those that shine their light will, as you call it, not be hassled, as they are above it, you see. Namaste.
And we will add here that it may indeed take a very strong statement here in terms of a full lockdown, as you are saying, to bring about the full amount of changes that are necessary here. But again, we cannot tell you how, when, why at this point, because it is not yet, as Shoshana has said here, it is not yet determined. Okay?
Okay, thank you. I just want to mention right now there's, I don't know how many hundreds of birds around singing and landing in my yard, so I feel that they're in chorus with you.
Yes. They are in the now moment, which is all they can be.
Yeah, they seem pretty happy. Thank you. Thank you, Shoshana.
Namaste, dear one.
Would there be any other questions here?
Sure. I don't know if this could even be answered, but I'm going to ask it and we'll see how it goes. We've been hearing from a lot of different areas that, well, many of us are really feeling like a little bit at the end of our rope in some levels, and they're saying that it could be a red October, a very, very, very intense and a lot happening this month. And so I was wondering if it's a good idea, and not out of fear, just out of being smart, would it be a good idea to, kind of stay close to home and with our, because we've all stocked up on stuff that's not out of fear, or can we safely take road trips and go places? And I don't even know if that makes any sense, or if you can answer that.
First of all, we would say here, when you said you were at the end of your rope, we would say the rope is never ending, first of all. Okay? So do not think of it in that terminologies. And we would say here to live your life is as much as you can to find the joy in every moment here as you can, to be in the now moment as much as you possibly can, to raise your vibrations by feeling gratitude, love, higher expression of joy, all of these types of things, rather than to feel depressed and angry and these types of things, which bring the vibrations down. Continue to think about, in the moment, what do I need to do to be in higher vibration at all moments here? And if you do that, then all of this that you are saying will take care of itself. Whether or not there will be a red October, you are in the month of October right now, and whether it gets red, as you are saying here, in terms of more and more truths coming out, we would say yes, you can expect a great many truths coming out in this month. But you have been experiencing many more truths coming out in months previous to, have you not? So it is a continuation of this, but it will gain in strength, and we would just say that. It will gain in strength here as the month continues to move on into the next month, okay? The next days and weeks may just become quite interesting to those of you that are looking for the changes and looking for the truth. Okay, Shoshana?
We can share on this. May we share, dear sister?
Of course.
Dearest one, the idea of staying in your home and the idea of a road trip are exactly the same thing, you see, because it is the consciousness of the being that is either residing reclusively or branching out that creates the law of attraction and creates the activity around that being, you see. So when an individual branches out without fear, knowing in faith and trust that all that they run into, all that they encounter is movable, is avoidable, is like the wall that you can walk around, then they understand that it is them that has the fear that creates the reality surrounding them, if that makes sense to you, dear sister. So you must do what you wish to do, and if you examine your emotions before you venture to do these things, and you find that you are fearful, or you just wish to be reclusive, you do not wish to be around people, all must be an autonomous decision, you see, regardless of what you think you might encounter. Namaste.
Namaste, thank you. Yes, being out on a road trip feels much more joy right now.
Then you must do that, dear sister.
Thank you.
Very good. Are there any further questions here before we release Sharon? Nothing further? Then we are ready for your email question.
Yes, thank you. A member is asking if Merlin and really existed, and did he shapeshift? Thank you.
We can say absolutely for sure Merlin existed because Saint Germain existed, and they are certainly one and the same. And the one Merlin was we will say a progenitor of the future in terms of one that came before, was able to do many things in terms of had higher vibration and understood the secrets of the universe. That was a portion of what brought him his abilities to conjure and do magic and these types of things, understood the ways of the universe. Okay? Does this, Shoshana, do you have anything you add?
We do not on this.
Very good. As to, the second part of that, as to whether he could shapeshift, again, that goes along with understanding the laws of the universe and what is needed to be able to shift and change those things within the illusion that was all around them at that time. Okay? That is all we can say about that. And Shoshana, do you have any parting message here?
We must say that this is a great illusion. And your participation in this great illusion is simply your idea of who you are, your level of consciousness, and the light that resides in you, you see. So all is truly well, and you must understand that you have the power and none other. Namaste.
Very good. And we will just say here in parting, change is upon you. And it is time now, as your discussion earlier, it is time to expect the change and accept the change that is coming. Again, that is not about capitulation to the system. In actuality, it is exactly the opposite, going against the system and changing the system as you need to bring about the higher vibrations within the planet and within the human population. Shanti, peace be with you, either one.